So happy to see everyone here today. A big warm welcome. Thank you for being here with us today to help us unveil Over the Rainbow.sg, our launching pad to transform youth mental wellness for the 21st century. It is because of the time, the space, the circumstances that we found ourselves in, the people that we know, our friends, partners, advisors, sponsors, that we are all here today. And it's because of destiny. We are truly blessed and very grateful. This week is the second anniversary of the founding of the Whole Tree Foundation and the third anniversary of the passing of our dear son Lawrence. So our journey began 3 years ago. But if you believe in destiny, the seeds of this journey were likely planted a long time ago. When we started this journey, it was our desire to work on social innovation initiatives that would have potentially transformative impact in youth wellness globally. We decided on education at the base of the pyramid, using the low-cost tablet, and youth mental wellness. In hindsight, I don't believe we could have picked two more challenging problems that needed urgent solutions. But we are committed to stay the course for the duration of this lifetime. After more than a year of planning, and with the support of partners and sponsors, we've successfully got our IQ OTPC pilot in Cambodia off the ground this September. It is truly a historic moment. This pilot is probably the first in Asia and possibly even the world to teach English literacy on internet-connected low-cost tablets at the base of the pyramid. And there's a lot more that we'll be doing. More projects in Cambodia and the upcoming pilots in Singapore, India, and Myanmar. And of course, we have our initiative in youth mental wellness, Over the Rainbow.sg. We feel a real sense of urgency that youth mental wellness is society's clear and present issue. And it's not just because of statistics like these. Over 25% of youth suffer from a mental disorder as they transition from adolescent to young adulthood. In reality, the figures are significantly higher. We see mental health issues affecting many in a society, including many that we know personally. And we hear with great sadness countless cases of youth driven to suicides from cyberbullying. Closer to home, here in Singapore, in just this past year, we've heard several cases of youth driven to their own deaths because of mental health issues, including a close family friend whose family lost their son at the tender age of 20. Our heart aches for the family. We also know that a lot of this can be avoided. We wish to help those youths at risk and their families. We also wish to share our own experiences in how to get well, that by combining the best of Western and Eastern medicines, one can oftentimes achieve the most desirable results for treating mental illnesses. That there's a lot that one can do in maintaining wellness, that wellness is a lifelong pursuit, a way of life, a way of being. And there are many dimensions to wellness, and a holistic approach to wellness is the key to sustainable well-being. But that's not the main reason why we're here. We also wish to share our own journey of self-discovery and transformation. A journey of self-awareness, which is self-knowledge. To know yourself. When you truly know yourself, you can find your destiny. Self-acceptance. Loving yourself exactly as you are. Love what you do. Find the love of your life. What love is the source of all creativity in life. Self-actualization to find your purpose. Each person arrives on this planet with a specific purpose and a unique set of talents. And there are needs in this world for which your specific talents are ideally suited. And when the world's needs are matched with the creative expression of your talents, your purpose, your dharma, your destiny is realized. The world is as we are, a projection of ourselves. The key to personal happiness and well-being begins with this mysterious thing in your mind called thought. For the thoughts we think and the words we speak create our experiences and our future. The negative thoughts are the chief cause of many problems in life. So, replace all negative thoughts with positive thoughts. For positive thoughts are the seeds of all positive experiences in life. To have a happy and joyous life, you should be thinking happy and joyous thoughts. We live in a world of material possessions and external expectations. That's the reality. But to take great care in not pursuing these things mindlessly. Have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. Here's an excerpt from Steve Jobs' 2005 Stanford commencement address. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. So, your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. If you go around asking people what they wish for in life, and when you get to the bottom of it, the answers that come back, without exception, are freedom, happiness, and peace. This is the ultimate goal of all goals for all of humanity. We all want freedom from sufferings. We attain true happiness when we find purpose and fulfillment in life. And we discover genuine peace when we accept ourselves as we really are, that we find contentment in the present moment, and relinquish our attachment to the need for control, power, and approval. These are in fact spiritual goals. When we seek the highest first, everything else will come too. And when you recognize yourself as an unbounded spirit, temporarily housed in the time and space bounded by mind and the body, that will free you to truly live your life to its fullest. Choose to see through the eyes of love. You will come to realize that no one is wrong, that everyone is doing their very best from their own level of consciousness. Your heart will be filled with love and compassion for the human condition. No person is an island. There is no separate self. You are a reflection of everything else in this world. You are a miracle, part of this larger miracle, the mystery we call the universe. Universe, one song, one symphony. We are all interconnected and interdependent. Take Michael Jordan as an example. Michael Jordan, probably the greatest basketball player in history, a global sports icon that transcends basketball and even sports. Where will Michael Jordan be without Scottie Pippen and John Paxson and the rest of the Chicago Bulls teammates? Where will he be without the Chicago Bulls, the NBA, the media, and the legends of basketball fans around the world. Same is true for David Beckham in football, Paul McCartney and the Beatles in the world of music, and so on. There is no separate self. We're all interconnected and interdependent. Again, this is not the main reason why we're here. Our planet, the Mother Earth, and our world faces many unprecedented challenges. The world's population was 850 million in 1812, 2 centuries ago, 1.6 billion in 1912, and today it's at 7 billion. Nearly 1 in 4 people, 1.3 billion, live on less than $1 a day. 3 billion people in the world today struggle to survive on $2 a day. Some 800 million suffer from hunger and malnutrition. 500 million live in destitute. Every year, 15 million children die of hunger. Every 3.6 seconds, someone dies of hunger. Meanwhile, the world's billionaires, and there are over 300 of them, have assets exceeding the combined annual incomes of countries with almost half of the world's population. In the 20th century alone, hundreds of millions of people have perished from man-made conflicts, wars, genocides, democides, and the like. The gap between the have and the have-nots have widened dramatically over the past 10 to 20 years. That's why we have Arab Spring and Occupy Wall Street. There are major disruptions in the world's weather patterns due to global warming and climate change. And well before the end of the century, the polar caps will disappear. Today's world's oceans are depleted due to overfishing. Many species of animals have become extinct. And the planet's natural resources have reached a choking point. Air, water, arable land, energy, food supplies, the list goes on. This is because humanity is afflicted with a uniquely human disease, and it's called ignorance, greed, and delusion. Because of it, as a society, we tend to divide, discriminate, isolate, and separate. All human sufferings stem from not knowing the true nature of reality, and from attachments to things that have no permanent reality. A collective awakening of the human consciousness is required. We need to transform ignorance to enlightened wisdom, turn greed to generosity, and convert delusion to devotion, love, and unity. We need to go beyond just me and care more about we. Albert Einstein couldn't have put it better, that no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. To meet the greatest challenges of our time head on, we need to tap into the unlimited creativity and ingenuity that is inherent in each of us. We need to raise our collective awareness and expand our collective consciousness. As a human race, in order to have hope, we need to raise our game. For there's the eternal hope and faith in that indomitable human quality, otherwise known as the human spirit. That is the source of all energy and creativity in life. Imagination, ingenuity, insight, inspiration, and intuition. That's why this journey is so important, which brings us back to the real reason why we're here today. When I was last in Cambodia, I visited the self-help community center just outside Siem Reap that was started by an amazing young man called Sambath. Inscribed at the top of the center near the rooftop are these words: "It takes a village to raise a child," which is an old African adage. This is true today as it was 1,000 years ago. It's true whether we're in Africa, Cambodia, Singapore, or anywhere else in the world. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community, an entire society, to transform youth mental wellness. Thank you very much.